Class 12th, subject physics, 10th chapter, magnetic fields due to electric currents. Magnetic fields due to electric currents. From the chapter, let us see some of the formulae. First formula is for the force acting on a moving charge. The force acting on a moving charge due to magnetic field. That is, when any charge is moving through magnetic field, at that time the force acting on that charge is F equal to Q into phi cross B. F is equal to Q into phi cross B. Its magnitude will be given as F equal to Q phi B sin theta. Q phi B sin theta. Second formula is the cyclotron formula. So cyclotron formula, it is given as m phi equal to qbr, m phi equal to qbr, or magnetic field B will be equal to m phi upon qr, m phi upon qr. Third formula is for period of cyclotron. So when any charge is revolving in cyclotron, then that period of cyclotron T is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. T is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. Fourth formula is for frequency of cyclotron. So when that charge is revolving, then the frequency of cyclotron n, that is 1 by t, will be equal to qb upon 2 pi m. N is equal to qb upon 2 pi m. Fifth formula is for velocity of charge. Velocity of charge phi equal to qbr upon m. Phi equal to qbr upon m. Sixth formula gives kinetic energy of a charge. Kinetic energy of a charge, that is E equal to half m phi square, half m phi square. Now putting the value of phi from above equation, that is qbr upon m, we will get kinetic energy equal to q square b square r square upon 2m. Q square b square r square upon 2m. Seventh formula is for magnetic force on a straight wire. Magnetic force on a straight wire carrying current. So if any straight wire carries current placed in magnetic field, then F is equal to I integration dlb. I into integration dlb. If integration dl is equal to L, then that force will be equal to ILB. Force equal to ILB. Then eighth formula is for the magnetic force on a closed circuit. Magnetic force on a closed circuit in magnetic field. In magnetic field, if any closed circuit is placed in magnetic field, then the force acting on it is given as F is equal to I into integration over closed path dl into b. Integration over closed path dl into b. So F is equal to I into integration over closed path dl into b. Then ninth formula gives the torque acting on a current loop. So the torque acting on a loop which carries current is given by the formula torque is equal to NIAB sin theta. NIAB sin theta. Then next formula, 10th formula, gives the principle of moving coil galvanometer. The working principle of moving coil galvanometer mathematically will be given as deflection of the coil of the galvanometer, that is phi, is equal to NAB upon K into I. NAB upon K into I, or this bracketed term is constant, therefore phi is proportional to I. Phi is proportional to I. Then next formula, that is 11th formula, is the magnetic dipole moment for a loop. So for a loop, magnetic dipole moment is given as mu equal to NIA. So if any loop is there and it is carrying current, then the magnetic dipole moment for that loop is mu equal to NIA. Next formula, 12th, gives the magnetic potential energy of a dipole, and it is given as U is equal to mu b cos theta. Then 13th formula gives Biot-Savart law, that is magnetic field at a point due to an element of a conductor carrying current, and it is given as dB equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl cross r upon r cube. dB is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl cross r upon r cube. Then sometimes it will be given as mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. Mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. Then 14th formula will give us the magnetic field due to straight long wire. So if you consider any straight long wire carrying current, then the magnetic field due to that straight long wire is given by the formula B is equal to mu 0 I upon 2 pi r. Then 15th formula gives us the force of attraction between two long parallel wires. The force of attraction between two long parallel wires. If I1 and I2 are the currents flowing through these two wires, at that time the force of attraction between these two long parallel wires, F is equal to mu 0 I1 I2 upon 2 pi d into L. Mu 0 I1 I2 upon 2 pi d into L, where d will be the separation between the two wires, or the force per unit length of each of the conductor will be equal to mu 0 I1 I2 upon 2 pi d. Mu 0 I1 I2 upon 2 pi d. Then 16th formula gives us the magnetic field due to current in circular arc of wire. In case of circular arc of wire, the magnetic field will be given as B equal to mu 0 I upon 2 r. B is equal to mu 0 I upon 2 r. Then 17th formula gives us the axial magnetic field due to current in circular loop. In circular loop, if the current is flowing, then the axial magnetic field will be given as B equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi I into r square upon z square plus r square raised to 3 by 2. Mu 0 upon 4 pi I into r square upon z square plus r square raised to 3 by 2. Then 18th formula gives us Ampere's law, that is integration over closed path B dl is equal to mu 0 I. Integration over closed path B dl equal to mu 0 I. Then 19th formula gives us magnetic field of a solenoid. So due to the solenoid, the magnetic field B is equal to mu 0 Ni. B is equal to mu 0 Ni, where n represents number of turns per unit length of that solenoid. B is equal to mu 0 n I. Then 20th formula gives us magnetic field of a toroid. Magnetic field of a toroid, that is B equal to mu 0 Ni upon 2 pi r. B is equal to mu 0 Ni upon 2 pi r. So these are some of the formulae related with this chapter, magnetic field due to electric current.